everybody, get on the bus. Get on the bus.
Cheer for your children.
Hey.
Oh, burn.
Spoiler alert. Welcome to episode 169 of Thanks for Watching. Today's date is Monday, September 13th. At least it's not a Friday, although it is a Monday. I'm DJ.
And I'm Joe.
And Beth is Beth's mom is having car trouble. Yes, her mom's, the front of her car's falling apart. I don't understand.
It's not a good thing when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, you have to drive forward, and when the front goes off, then you're driving over your front, and that's not good. So, yeah. So, got to get ahead of that and drive backwards all the way home, I guess. I don't know.
No, you just stop.
Okay,
You just stop and figure it out.
Right? Exactly. There you go.
That's it.
Good point. How was everybody's weekend?
Well, since it's just me, I'll go first.
Sure. Good point.
Let's see. I met up with my D&D group on Saturday.
Yay.
Played a session of that. Crackhead Blue had the little guy over, our nephew.
Aw.
So he was here when I came home sleeping, but the next morning woke up. I woke up early, watched the F1 race, and then hung out with him until his mom came to get him.
Aw.
And then we went to a friend's house to celebrate his daughter's 13th birthday. And we got in the pool. Very small family gathering. Everybody was vaccinated. Everybody was cool.
Yay.
So, all good, all safe.
That's cool. That's always fun. I love when that happens. Very cool.
What about you, DJ?
Well, I really didn't do much, except for I worked. I took care
on the
of
weekend.
I worked on the weekend. There's really not enough time during the week to get all my work done, and so, it's one of those, salaried positions where you're working 40 plus hours and you're getting the same pay, right? So, and being that it's still the beginning and we still have a lot of teachers that are not available, there's a position, but there's no teacher to fill it. So we're filling those positions. And
Gotcha.
So I don't really have a pattern for work. I mean, once I get a pattern, then I'll be able to not have to work so much at home. But until then, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So,
Well, you're keeping yourself busy.
Basically, and I'm learning a lot.
That's what I was going to say, and you're learning stuff that will benefit you down the road, I'm sure.
It will. Yeah, it will.
More
not only
tools in
benefit,
your quiver, as they say.
Right. Yes. I'll definitely learn. I mean, it'll benefit more than just me. Honestly, it'll be
Okay.
a lot of people that are going to benefit, which is pretty darn cool, I think. So yeah, making good friends. I guess good friends, building relationships, and it's actually something I really enjoy doing. So super cool. I really like it. So that's the pretty much my weekend. We did watch movies, so that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched some TV shows and caught up on some stuff. So I guess things are getting better, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I mean, whenever you start a new job, things kind of get a little stressful.
They get a little hectic, so you start figuring things out, and then it becomes second nature.
Yeah, exactly. And people say, "Oh, it'll take 3 months." It's only been a month or so, and so, I feel like I'll be ahead of the curve and probably only take 2 months to get it down.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I hope.
Sounds like you got it figured out.
Right, exactly. I think I do. And they're super supportive at work. That's they're
good.
All supportive, which is
always
really
a good
nice.
thing.
Absolutely. I mean, it makes me feel, comfortable and makes me feel like I did the right thing. Whereas,
Oh yeah, by the right thing as in taking this job.
taking this job,
Gotcha. Yep.
Because the first 2 days, I felt like I was like in the wrong industry.
You're like, what have I done?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not only disappointing other people, I'm disappointing myself and these poor kids. Poor kids.
Nah, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think so. I do appreciate the words of confidence right there. So.
I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think you're gonna be fine. How about that?
There you go. Exactly. Hey, but we definitely need more teachers, so come on down if you're interested.
It only takes forever and a lot of money to go into debt, but hey, you could do it too.
Right. Well, actually, I think the district has made it so if you wanted to be a substitute teacher, all you need is a high school diploma. So
Okay.
there's that if you want, and we need more subs. Seriously, it's bad.
All right.
But anyway, enough
DJ's
about that.
part-time recruiter for the school district all of a sudden.
Right? Not a sponsor though. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
No. But cool. So let's talk about the show, shall we?
Yeah.
We will have our list of Julie Andrews films. Although, the one thing is, Crackhead Blue hasn't chimed in yet, and I know.
Yeah, I don't know that she's going to in time.
She might not. And Beth, again, like, she might make it. She might not. We're not really sure. We'll see. Mom's car is kind of important. We need to take care of Mom, make sure she gets
her
home
mom's
safe.
car is the focus, so.
Yeah. So we're all good in that respect. But yeah, Julie Andrews, one film that I know of that's opening, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we get there. Entertainment news. I just saw something super cool. Absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite movies, Drop Dead Fred, is being re-released on Blu-ray on September 28th. I love it. I hope I think I should just buy it digitally if it'll come out on digital.
Right.
But Drop Dead Fred, hilarious film. Absolutely great.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, me too. It's been a while. Yeah. Also, I got a text from James. Yay, James! Thank you, James. So he sent this film trailer. It's on Netflix. It's called Don't Look Up. I mean, it's kind of an all-star cast. It looks pretty neat. It's all about the world is ending kind of a thing. None other than a meteorite heading toward, or a comet heading toward Earth. I don't know.
Okay.
It's called Don't Look Up, and it comes out on Christmas Eve. So we've got a long ways to wait.
If we make it.
If we make it, exactly. True. Saw another teaser trailer for The Matrix 4.
Okay.
Yay! I'm kind of excited about that.
I couldn't be less excited about that. To be
you couldn't
honest.
be less. I get it. I know.
The number 2 and 3 just to me were not good movies.
Well, I hope 4 makes it better.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I know. Oi. And then I read an article where Andrew Garfield basically said, "No, I am not in the new Spider-Man movie."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what he says. Now, I don't know if it's a red herring or
I don't think it's a red herring. It could be actually hey, just to throw everybody off the scent.
Yeah. I mean, that's always possible. Anything's possible. So, anywho, yeah. So that's all the news that I have. I know there's more. There's a ton more. There's a lot happening in Hollywood right now. What else? I think there was some other people are getting on board with supporting the lawsuit against Disney for the streaming stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
So,
I mean, if that wasn't in that wasn't in contracts and stuff. Did they not know that was? Oh, well, I guess those contracts were all signed pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a sticky situation for everybody, I think.
Right. And Disney's basically saying, oh well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's
we'll
rough.
see how that goes.
Hi, Blue. Thank you for joining us.
Cricket Blue's here. Yay.
Blue has jumped in the chat.
Yay. Well, if you want to, when I get done with all this other housekeeping type stuff, you could put your Julie Andrews list in the chitty chats, and then I could read it off. What do you think? Okay, I won't wait for an answer. I'll just start with that other stuff. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, yes. So contact information. Oh wait, you know what I didn't ask? Joe, did you have any other news?
I did not. I do not.
Okay.
Don't not?
You don't not?
Yeah, I don't.
Works for me. You're speaking my language. All right, we have contact info, so if you have news that you'd like to share with us, 512 podcast is our phone number that you can just text it, send us a message. If you don't like podcast, you could just say 512-763-2278 and just type those numbers in. That'll help too. So we have a website, tfwmovies.com, an email address, shoutout@tfwmovies.com. You could always send us your news that way too. That's always fun. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram @tfwmovies. And then we're also on Patreon, patreon.com/tfwmovies. And there you can support the show. Yeah. And you get fantastic things like you get to be in our Discord. Wow, well, you could be in our Discord all day if you want to, 7 days a week. Doesn't matter. But you will also get a chance to listen to us live on Monday nights when we do record our show. Yeah. It also gets you into our Marco Polo group. Yeah. And I know Beth is working on another playlist for y'all, a movie soundtrack playlist. So I'm looking forward to hearing it. So this is going to be good. I still like our old ones. So if you're on the Discord, no, I'm sorry. If you're on the Patreon page, it's still up there, so you could still listen to it. Ta-da!
There it is.
There it is. Yeah. Also, yeah. I don't know if I've mentioned this, it's been a while, but like where you can listen to our show, like our show's on YouTube, so you just pretty much audio. You can listen to us. But we're also on Apple Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on pretty much anywhere you can listen to your podcast. Just that's where we are. So
And how do you find us there?
How do you find us? You look up thanks for watching. A lot of times you could just do thanks for watching podcast, or you just type in TFW movies, all one word. Ta-da, and you will find us.
There it is.
So, ta-da, there it is. All right. So, it is time to talk about our Julie Andrews list. And I still don't see a list from Crockett Blue like we would always.
Well, we can, if she doesn't get one in, just go to the next person.
We could. I think we could do that. So the next person is going to be the TikTok group. T Meyer 2026 says Mary Poppins. That's right. And also loves The Princess Diaries and ended it with, who doesn't love mattress surfing? So I've seen this done, but I don't think I've ever done it. Have you ever mattress surfed?
I'm not sure what that is.
I do believe it's going down the stairs on a mattress.
Oh, no, I've never done that.
Yeah, me neither.
Cardboard box, yes.
Oh, okay.
But
I
no,
can't imagine that being as sturdy.
Well, all you need is something, you just need it under you.
Ah, got
For
it.
the slide effect.
Oh,
On a carpeted stairs, yeah.
Okay, it has to be carpeted. I bet.
Yeah, you don't,
better.
and you're not standing. You're sitting on your buns.
On your tuchus. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Well, RBF underscore meh underscore smiles. She says, Mary Poppins, of course. And she says, it's my daughter's favorite movie of all time. So, yay! Very cool. So, all right. And so that's it on the Tiki-Takis. Oddly enough, Instagram and Facebook didn't produce anything. What a weird thing. So, all right. So how about this? Here is James Explains.
James Explains. I like that.
The phenomenal actor Julie Andrews, with her expansive career and iconic roles, she is one of the few that has actually touched or molded a part of every generation's life. She has her standout moments from The Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, all the way to Princess Diaries, and of course from this podcast, Victor and Victoria. But she also does a lot of voice acting, and as well as has lended her voice to roles in Shrek and in Despicable Me. She's also one of those rare actors that has grown to such a level of fame that they can just appear in countless cameos throughout movies, TV shows, and spots, making it a common moment where the viewer is left stating, wait, was that? Although her career started back in 1949, according to IMDb, she actually has credits all the way into next year. So she's still very much active. And yeah, just a phenomenal actress all the way around. As always, I want to say thank you to Beth, Joe, and DJ for the podcast. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful show, guys.
Well, thank you, James. Thanks for sending us in your James Explains. And this one is James Explains Julie Andrews. Woohoo! So, ta-da. I look forward to more of these. I really enjoy them every week. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. So,
Thanks, James. James Explains.
So, and no cat this time. That was hilarious.
The cat was the star.
Yes, definitely. So, okie dokie. Well, that's all I've got as far as the lists go. So now it's time for the cast list. If y'all ready.
Yeah.
Joe, you want to go first?
Sure. Victor, Victoria. That's it.
That's it. That's the one. All right. Sweet. Well, my list is Mary Poppins, Princess Diaries, Victor, Victoria. I really liked Enchanted. That was a good one. And she was a narrator.
She just narrated that one, though, right?
Yeah. So, super good. Despicable Me. I do think she was in also Despicable Me 2. But I picked Despicable Me 3 because I remember definitely she was in that. But she played Gru's mom. So that was such a funny show. I really like those Despicable Me ones. And Shrek. So, yeah. So that's my list.
So, to anybody listening, everyone's probably wondering, like, why I didn't pick Mary Poppins.
I was wondering.
I've only seen it maybe one time all the way through, and that was many years ago.
Oh.
And we're only supposed to list our favorites. It's not a favorite movie of mine, so there you have it.
Got it. Okay.
I just want to clarify. Yes, I am like a Disney fan, but just, people are probably beside themselves. You didn't say Mary Poppins. Everybody loves Mary Poppins. Well, everybody loves it. It was okay. I don't remember it, so.
But it's not your favorite.
There you go.
That's it. That makes sense. That's absolutely good. I mean, the sheriff has spoken. I have spoken. I love it. Very cool. Alrighty. Wow. Moving right along. Stuff we're putting in our eyes. And let's go with Wizards of Waverly Place. So I picked this one partly out of nostalgia because I know it was one of those Disney, Disney Channel original film. Mm-hmm. But I guess before we go any further than that, Joe, what did you think?
It was an average young adult movie.
Average young adult movie. Did you understand everything that was going on?
Yeah, it wasn't very hard.
No, it was not. They pretty much explained everything at the same time. Yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting way. Did you ever watch the show?
No, of course not.
Okay, and that's one of the reasons I didn't remember this particular episode. I mean, this show or this movie, because I watched the show and I think this was kind of like the penultimate of the episode, so they made it a movie. Mm-hmm. And so I really wanted to watch this movie because, well, I wanted to finish the whole season. I hadn't been watching it, but I used to watch it when we had the Disney Channel, and it was on all the time, so it was kind of fun. I love the quirkiness and just the silliness that's involved and all that. So that's why I chose it.
Got it.
For me, it's definitely like a 7. It makes me laugh, but it doesn't have all the things a comedy should have that I like. But it was still fun. Like, I thought it was fun. It's just, I mean, with the bird and the parents not knowing who they were and how that whole thing took place.
Yeah.
And I guess that's because I've seen it and how crazy that would be, I guess. So
Right.
And little Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
So funny.
I had no idea she came from the Disney factory, basically.
Oh yes.
I didn't know she was a Disney kid.
Got it. Yeah.
So yeah.
So you know her after, like, when she was a singer?
Yeah, I mean, I thought she was just a pop star, like, started singing like most kids do, and there you go.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea she had the Disney springboard underneath her.
Yep, that's how it worked for her. So, yeah. And another neat thing is I didn't even realize that the actor that plays the dad, I'm trying to remember his first name, David? Yeah, David
Sure.
DeLuise. He's the son of Dom DeLuise, and
Yeah, so when I saw him on screen, I'm like, he looks familiar, and then I saw his name, I'm like, oh, that must be his son. I didn't look it up, I just figured.
Yeah, well, you figured it correct.
All right.
And I love Dom DeLuise. Like, he is hilarious. It was such a cool guy. And so I guess it's no wonder that his son has gotten into acting and silliness, I suppose.
Right.
Because Dom DeLuise was pretty much all about silliness and comedy. So
Sweet.
Pretty cool. What would you give it?
A 4 or 5.
Okay. That's good. I think that's good coming from you, honestly.
Well, it's average. It's an average movie that I probably wouldn't watch. So
yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
That's good coming from you, DJ says.
I know.
That's funny. No, that's okay. That's funny.
I was expecting a lot lower, honestly.
I mean, it was an average. Yeah, it was an average movie. Like I said, it's fine.
I mean, when you first said it was an average movie, like I just, my heart went like, it was a good thing. It was like, yay, yay. So what can I say? Nothing. I can't say anything.
It's
about
all good.
It. Yeah. So I wish I knew Beth's take on it, but
yeah,
it's Disney. She likes the Disney stuff too. So, cool. All right. So what else have you been putting in your eyes?
Well,
we've had a long time.
I've watched Friday the 13th 3 through 7.
Whoa.
I skipped 1 and 2 because I've seen 1 and 2 the most.
Okay.
3 is probably my favorite, but that's for goofy reasons. It's the first one they did in 3D.
Oh,
and, I mean, obviously, I don't have a 3D television, so I can't see that. But it's funny to see the gags without the 3D.
Okay.
And then the theme song is by far the best horror movie theme song ever. Maybe ever. There's probably something better, but
what is the theme song?
it's just too good. I can't do it justice. It's just great.
Got it. Is it only instrumental?
Yeah, it's like funky kind of 80s. It's great.
Okay. Synthesizer.
6 has my favorite version of Jason because he comes out with the big iron spear.
Oh.
And he has like a utility belt with all this stuff on it. Like he's ready for carnage in 6.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember 7 too well. I just wrapped that one up before the podcast. There's only like maybe 5 to 10 minutes left on it, but I said, you know what? I think I can put it together. What happens?
Got it.
So I'm planning to watch all of them. So 8, 9,
Okay.
10, Freddy vs. Jason, and the Friday the 13th that came out in 16, I think, or 13. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Cool.
plan. Yep. We watched Hellraiser.
Wow. You were
And-
you're ready for Halloween.
I saw the last like quarter of Labyrinth. Crackhead Blue had it on the other day.
Oh, okay.
And
I like
I
that Labyrinth is that good that we have to say, well, I saw this quarter of it right here.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing.
But if you had a chance to see the whole thing, you would have.
Maybe. I mean, I again, that's one that I missed out on as a kid. So like, I don't have a big like. Oh, I love Labyrinth. You know, everybody loves Labyrinth. I don't love it, but I get it.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
yeah, I think that's all I watched.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention the last podcast. Crackhead Blue and I had watched Attack of the Shrews with my mother, an old black and white horror movie.
Oh.
Like, it was pretty campy and pretty terrible, but it was it was funny. And my
That's
mom really
cool.
likes it, and she wanted us to watch it with her. So,
Now, aren't those old black and white ones all kind of like that? Like The Blob and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
yeah, I mean, yeah, Killer Tomatoes for sure is pretty campy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. I had never seen it, and my mom loves it, so she was like, "I want you guys to watch this with me. I want you guys to watch this with me." So we did.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's all we've watched. I'm behind on the what ifs.
Me too. I haven't even started them.
And that's it.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Well, I don't remember. Did I mention Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard on the show? Can't remember.
I think so.
Okay. Maybe I did. Or it was ready for this show. I don't remember, but it was so good. I really enjoyed that. Okay. We started watching on Hulu Only Murderers in the Building. And that's with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. Really quite
Double
a
down.
funny show. I love it. So, like, I'm hooked. Like, we binged it, like, this weekend. Totally watched it. We're all caught up. A new episode drops tonight, so we might even watch that after the show.
Okay.
So, yeah, really good. Finished season 3 of Manifest. I'm glad it's over. I'm like, I don't even care if I see part 4 or season 4 whenever that gets done. But I mean, it was okay. I mean, it had its moments. Been watching Milo Murphy's Law.
Milo Murphy's Law. Okay.
Yeah. Starring, of course, Weird Al Yankovic. Monsters at Work. We just finished that season, the first season of Monsters at Work. Really, I mean, it's funny. It's got some really cool stuff going on there. And it shows basically, of course, now it's not a scare factory, but it's a laugh factory, right? So it's all about this monster who grew up ready to be a scarer, and when he shows up to work, it's basically the day after, and they changed everything to being laughing and laughter instead of scaring. And so he just basically gets this thing. It's like, oh, I don't know if I could be funny. And so they put him in maintenance instead, instead of being on the laugh floor now instead of the scare floor. But he still wants to be on the laugh floor, so now he has to take classes on how to be funny. It's a fun film or TV show. It's cute. Okay. It's very neat.
It's a series.
It's a series, yes, and it's all done. Like the whole series is out now, so you could always binge watch it. It's on the Disney Plus. So, watching a little bit of Star Trek Picard, just because I just want to catch up on that before they release a new season. Watched Rocket Man again. Watched this film called Sweet Girl, and the gentleman, I'm blanking on his name, but he's Aquaman. He plays Aquaman. That guy.
Jason Momoa.
Okay, so I do believe this one was on Netflix. And it was, the story was really good. There's a lot of, like, shooting and beating people up, and wow. I don't know how else to explain it, because there's a twist that goes along with it. I think I figured it out, like, kind of early, but it didn't change the way I was seeing the film. And then, boom, at the end, then I really got it, and it was so good. I think they did a really good job with this. Sweet Girl is the Jason Momoa's the character's daughter. And so it's sort of about him and her relationship. Super cool. Super duper cool. I recommend it. Check it out if you're okay with a little bit of shooting and some blood. And basically a mystery. It's kind of like a murder mystery. Check it out. You'll probably go. Yeah, murder mystery. So, Sweet Girl. Space Sweepers, we watched that. That was pretty nifty. So it's another one of those, Earth is getting destroyed. You could barely breathe the air and survive. Everybody moves to space. And then there's this big old conspiracy going on with this girl who is a robot. Basically, could either one destroy the Earth or replenish the Earth. Nobody knows, but she also replenished Mars. Yeah, so she did help with Mars, but now she's on this Misfits ship. So these people, like, they part other ships, and so these people got this ship, and when they were taking it apart and doing other things, this girl was on the ship. So, okay. And they think they're gonna get a lot of money for this girl. So they're good, but they're bad. It's kind of one of those things. But I won't go any further than that. It actually was super good as well. I really did enjoy it. It's in multiple languages. It's in French. It's in Spanish. It's in English. It's in Korean. All these different languages. Everybody, whatever their ethnicity is, they speak the language that they represent. Okay. And the reason they do that, they can do that, is because all of them have this fancy little earpiece, and it's a universal translator. So you speak in your own language, and you understand what they're saying. It's kind of a neat thing. Hopefully, our lives will go in that direction. Who knows? I doubt it, but it kind of is, like with Google Translate and the way all that goes. We're getting closer. So anyway, that's the film, and it's super good. I do recommend doing subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing, because if you don't, it only subtitles the foreign languages and not the English. And there's so much going on, you're gonna want that extra like thing to read.
Okay.
So that's my recommendation. But yeah, great film, Sweet Girl. Oh no, sorry, Space Sweepers.
Yeah, Space Sweepers. Yeah.
There we go. So much on my list. Last one on my list, Werewolves Within. So this one is a comedy. I'm pretty sure it's a comedy because it really made me laugh. Super funny. This guy, he has been dumped. He doesn't notice or realize he's been dumped. And now he is off. He's sent off as a ranger to go be a ranger in the middle of the woods.
Okay.
And, you know, he doesn't know. I mean, he doesn't necessarily want to, but to me, it seems like he's in trouble for something and is being sent away.
Right.
So, and then he meets these people in this town, and they're weird. They're all super weird. They've got some strange stuff going on. And then one night, there's this avalanche. Boom, the road's closed, as all horror movies would start.
Yeah.
No way in or out. And then somebody slashes all the generators. Boom, now there's no electricity. Uh-oh. So, and that's when a werewolf comes around. And there's a lot of misdirection. Who's the actual werewolf in the town? Pretty fun. I thought this was a fun film. I would watch it again, and I probably will. So, when I want to entertain and say, hey, come over and watch a movie. Let's watch this one. So, but yeah, super fun film. Very, you would probably call it campy, I guess. Really done, really well done, and not as gross as a lot of horror films would be. So, yeah. So that is what I've been watching, y'all.
It's quite a list.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I watched a lot, but it was all the same genre for the most part because it's spooky season.
It is spooky season. That's true. Believe it or not, most of the stuff I watched was actually this last weekend. It wasn't necessarily the week before when I canceled the show going, it's crazy around here. So,
right.
Obviously, it's less crazy. So, opening this weekend, by the way, Clint Eastwood's film Cry Macho. Can you believe it? He's 91 years old and he's still directing and still acting.
He's 91, wow.
Yeah. I mean, talk about...
Good
he's
for
like
him.
the oldest director-actor in the industry, I think. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know that anybody's older has directed and acted in their own film. So.
Yeah, that'd be an Internet Movie Data Beth lookup, but...
Yeah, well...
That's all right.
That's all right. That's all right. She's got things going on.
Listeners, if you find an older actor-director, send in your answer, and DJ will read your name on the podcast.
Yes, absolutely. Very cool. So, holy mackerel. So I'm looking at box office numbers, and unfortunately last week we missed the release of the Marvel movie, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Shang-Chi was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. So, oh yeah, you watched that. That wasn't on the show.
Yeah, Crackhead Blue and I went and saw Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
It was great. Really good. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
Ooh, go see it. Okay.
Or if it's safe to do so.
If it's safe, yes. This week it is number 1, so it held its number 1 rating. This week it made $34 million. Now, subtract $34 million from $144 million total run so far. So, holy mackerel.
bad.
That's
Not
insane.
bad.
What?
Not bad.
Not bad at all, right?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah. Number 2 this week is Free Guy. And that's getting more. I guess it jumped from number 3, which was last week. So it's now number 2. So it went back up. And that's grossing $101 million. So Disney, good grief. That's a lot of money you guys just made.
Free Guys Disney?
Oh, yeah. 20th Century.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, holy mackerel. Number 3 this week, the movie that came out this week, Malignant.
I
Yeah.
don't think I saw a trailer for that.
No, it's on HBO Max. So it
Malignant?
came out.
Okay.
Yeah, Malignant. Number 4 is Candyman 2, and number 5 was
Gotta see
Jungle
that.
Cruise.
When are you going to see Candyman 2, DJ?
Is it? Oh wait, It's not Candyman 2. It's just Candyman.
When are you going to watch it?
Never.
When are you going to watch it, though?
Ever. I don't want to watch it.
Our listeners want to know.
I'm sure they do. How about next? Never.
Next never? All right.
Next ever. Yeah. So, oh, did I mention? I forgot to mention that Cry Macho is also going to be on HBO when it comes out this week.
Cry Macho. All right.
Yeah. So, and that's all I have for the box office. How do you feel about David DeLuise as being our next guy?
I don't think I've seen a single movie other than that one with him in it. So
Right. I mean, there's always Selena Gomez, but I don't think she's much of a movie actor or actress. I think she's more of a singer.
I mean,
than
she's in
anything.
one of my favorite movies.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, but she's not a main character.
Oh, okay.
But whatever. I mean, I'll let you pick. You do your thing.
I don't think we've done Selena Gomez before, and we might get more. I don't know. That DeLuise last name is killing me. I would love to just do Dom DeLuise. But no, we have to watch a movie with Dom DeLuise in it to make this the thing. Let's go with Selena Gomez. What the heck?
Okay.
Gomez. All right. That's it. So next week, Selena Gomez. Yeah. So if you have a favorite Selena Gomez film or a film that she's in, 512 podcast or shout out at tfwmovies.com or at tfwmovies on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Woot woot. Now it's time for Plug Something. Wow, moving. Big Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor, just so you know. Checho's booking for March now, March 2022.
Okay.
So
He's all the way out to March.
yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and super cool, the Standard Tattoo Parlor just hired their first woman tattoo artist.
There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know if it is their first. I'm just assuming it's their first, but yeah. So very cool. I love the idea. Usually when you think of a tattoo artist, you think it's a guy, but no. There are lady artists as well. So there you have it. Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor. Check them out on Instagram at Standard Tattoo Parlor. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. I wrote a book called The Nerda in Law. It's Nerda in Law. And they just released the article on at the Coda International newspaper thing. So that's kind of nifty. Mm-hmm. So getting some more sales that way, which is nice. It's kind of cool. Guess what, y'all? 29 Toes Podcast are recording again.
They're recording.
Yay! So even as we speak, they're recording. Mm-hmm. I could tell because they're still on Discord, but they're not on our Discord. Mm-hmm. So, hooray! Good for them.
Good for them. Yeah, good for those guys.
Yeah. They needed it. They need something. They need that extra outlet, right? Like we do. Let's see. Joey Flair. Her album is still out. Joey Flair, JoeyFlair.bandcamp.com. She's got an album there. Check her out. She's got some good songs there. And I do know that Joe, you have something for us.
I do. Once again, we are streaming on Twitch. My 3-year anniversary is coming up. It's going to coincide with the launch of a new game, so we're going to do an extended stream that day. You can find me Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at twitch.tv/apostle_OFC. 7 p.m. most of those nights. Sometimes a little bit later, but yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. That's right. So you have been listening to Thanks for Watching. Check us out everywhere you can. Send us a like. Send us a follow. How does that work? Or what is it? Subscribe. There you go. Subscribe on whatever podcasty thing you listen to us on. All right, and so we want some thank yous. We want to thank some people, our Patreon subscribers: Lucas, Abby, Tyler, Teacher Jam, Strauss, Sean, Crackhead Blue, Wendy, and James. Woohoo! Super big thank you to Big Checho for all the beautiful artwork that you do for us. Joey Flair, thank you so much for helping us out with the opening of the show. I want to thank the cast. The cast, without you, we wouldn't have a show, right? So DJ McGee, Beth Labine, wish you were here. Hope Mama's car is better. Thank you, Joe Ray, much appreciated.
No problem.
I want to thank the people that support us, especially behind the scenes, that keep us motivated to do things around the house or in the world, you know. So Crackhead Blue, thank you. Dorothy Phelan, thank you so much. My wonderful wife, Penny McGee, thank you so much for keeping me in line. And lastly, I really want to thank you, the listener. You keep us going. I'm grateful that you're listening. I love seeing the numbers of people listening, and it just makes me happy. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
For being a listener. And as always, be safe out there. And I forgot what she says, Beth. Darn it. Why did I miss that?
She said be excellent to each other.